Alright, hello everybody. So today I'm gonna review my high grade 144 scale Gundam Earthree. So here he is. He's from the show Build Divers We Rise. Yeah, I watched that show and I liked it. He's piloted by Hiroto, that dude in the poncho with who's a pretty serious guy.
We need to destroy them all to clear this.
But yeah, it was a nice show. So let's get to the review. Alright, I got a cutout of Earthree's box over here to show you guys. So here it is, nice box art. Here's Earthree Gundam with all the armor snapped on. Here's Core Gundam, and here is a support unit. So this combines with this to give you this. It's a nice box over there. 1/144 scale, Hiroto's mobile suit. You got a little bit of a, you can scan this to watch the show back in the day. So here it is, that's the front of the box. This is my manual. So let's show this to you over here. My manual of the Earthree Gundam. Got some nice art over here, same as the box. Got a drawing of Hiroto over here with his poncho, and Core Gundam and Earthree Gundam. Now just give you a rundown of the instructions just to show you a bit. Doesn't really have too many frames, as you can see, not that much. Had a whole bunch of steps, to assemble this guy. Then we've got the back. There we go. Finishing touches. There he is, putting on his armor. And there. Also in the back you got some color guides here to help you out with the additional paint job if you like. So there it is. There is the instruction manual of Earthree Gundam. First thing I'll show you is Earthree Gundam. So here he is. Actually, it's not Earthree Gundam. This is the Core Gundam. He becomes Earthree when I put that armor on him. But for now, his armor is kind of placed over there, and this is Core Gundam. So Core Gundam is sort of based from Granddaddy. So he kind of looks like Granddaddy. So here he is right here. He's a little guy. He's kind of like the size of a SD. Yeah, roughly the height of an SD, but not with a giant head. So he looks like it looks pretty good to me. He kind of looks like a child or like young Goku. Like when I put him in here, he reminds me of Goku riding his cloud. So that's the impression I get with him. So he's a very nice, tiny figure, and I like the colors. As you can see, he's got the red waist and the white and the grays inside, and this clear green thingy on his chest. Those are stickers, by the way. Not the clear green thing, but the eyes and the greens. His cameras. Here's the back. Beam sabers are pointed down. That's his vernier over there. And he's a pretty nice figure. The articulation goes, he can do the splits. He can go way higher than that, but yeah, you get the idea. He can do the splits. He has sort of his knee can bend. This is his ankle. His ankle can bend like this. That's also part of the transformation, but it gives him a little bit of an ankle joint over there, right there. As for his arms, the typical stuff. He could, kind of got like a butterfly here on his shoulder, both. You can also twist around his arm, as you can see. He's got a double jointed elbow. You can twist around the wrists, and you can pop out the wrists. Later on I'll show you why. And there, that's basically his movements he can do. He can also turn around from the waist. He can turn all around from the waist, and can turn his head all around. Head's on a ball socket. So he's got the typical high grade articulation. And I sort of panelized mine, and my take on this little guy is I like him. He looks like a small ninja guy. That's the impression I get with him, small ninja guy. So he's got proportionate beam sabers when he's this size, and he's got long beam sabers when he's in this big size, when he's all armored up. So here he is. That is Core Gundam. This is Core Gundam's tiny shield. So, here it is over here. That's the back view. It kind of goes in like this. I like to put it like this in him. Kind of slide the handle through the hole in his arm over here like this. There. And you can kind of hold it like that. Yeah, it's a tiny, teeny shield, but it's enough to cover his face. You know, it's kind of like this. Hey guy, now you see, me, now you don't. There, he can use that to cover his face. That's one of his ornaments. He's got this little gun over here. It looks pretty cute. So let's get a focus on that one there. That's his gun. So you could put that in his other hand here. So just slide them through the hole. His gun's got a little sticker, which is the sight over here. So those are his two main weapons. Of course, you could detach these and put the beam saber part. So he's got two beam sabers. So yeah, that's how it is. His beam sabers are, you know, they're these little slits. Instead of the traditional circular holes, he's got slits. So, you know, just to let you guys know. So those are his armaments when he's in his little core mode like this. There he is, Core Gundam armed. Of this little support unit here, because in the show, Core Gundam's down here, and this guy comes over flying to help him, or he could ride it. This little support unit here houses his Earthree armor. So what you're seeing here is his wardrobe, which is fashioned like mobile armor, like a jet. It's got a little handle here which he can grip on. So I'll get to that a little bit later, but yeah. That's a gun attachment over there. Those are his legs when he's on Earthree mode. And they're all strapped together here. And it looks pretty good. It looks like a ship. So as mentioned, he can hang on from the side, or you could make him ride it. Like earlier in the video, I showed him to you where it's like he's surfing on this. So on its own, the support unit looks pretty good. There's a little green sticker to signify like a cockpit or a like area, or like it's a camera or a cockpit, either way. And this is his Earthree armor. It comes with its own little tiny circular stand. So it looks good when you sort of put it like that. And you can imagine it's flying around giving him a hand. So his armor components are there. So it really reminds me of, you know, was that Veronica, the one in Iron Man when he was fighting Hulk in the Avengers movie, Ultron movie, and then Veronica kept coming in and giving him pieces. It reminds me of that. It's floating around and you can mount his pieces. So I'm going to show you how to snap on his Earthree armor. This is his Earthree armor over here. So you could take out the pieces. So the legs are here in the first is the gun. So the gun kind of slides in like this. Whoop! So from a teeny weeny gun, he's got this bigger gun that reminds him of a rail gun because he's got these things. So in the show, he can fire a super beam from this when he puts it like this. So that he does that in the show. So that's the gun. This portion here is part of the shield over here. So let's take that part out. Oh, no, that part fell off. So this is part of the shield. So what you do is you combine this piece with this piece to become his big boy shield. So yeah, little holes here go to these pegs. So we just combine it over there. There it is. You also have the option of plugging it in his arm. So there's this little piece over here. So you could either make him hold it, or you could plug it in his arm. It's up to you. It also has a little sticker here for a sight. So that's the shield and the gun. Now for the Earthree, we got this. So first thing I want to do is, you could stretch out his arms and you can slowly put his components. So the components are all mounted here. So I'm just going to take them out bit by bit for you. So there they are, this part. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pluck out the legs. So let's take off the legs. There we go. So little Earthree does this. There, see that? You kind of go like that. Well, you can imagine, it's like joining with a bunch of lasers. So you just put it in that hole over here. So you see that peg goes to that hole. There we go. Goes in like that. Pretty easy. Shuffle those legs down. Do the same with the other one. Just make sure it's going in. There we go. Load it in there. Thanks over there. So now he's got his big boy legs. So that's the first stage of the transfer. You could add that one. He's got his butt flap over here for his big boy butt flap. So that goes back there. Let me just make sure this thing is fastened correctly, so it is. So it looks pretty cool. His little feet become his, the rear of his calves. There he is right over there. That's connected in. Then this is his vernier over here. Oh, you can take these little pieces off. These are his little skirting. So I took those off from there, and you can put that over here. So this one goes on this side. Thanks. And this one goes in that side. Whoops! Little slip up over there, but you get the drift there. Thanks. It's in. Now, he's got other armor components, but you know, you could buy them separately. It's called the planet. This is Earthree, so there's V2. V2 comes another tiny guy like this. But some of the armors, they can come separately. I think all the planets are included except for Pluto, because I don't remember no Pluto in this. But he has the others. Saturnix, Jupiter 5, and the way they name it is like the scanner, the planet names are incorporated with the swivel these guys up later on. The planet names are incorporated with the numbering. So this guy is Earth 3 because, you know, Earth's the third planet from the sun. So that's his naming convention. So we've got these over here. Everything you need to make him a big robot is in his little support unit, which once you strip it down, it kind of looks like a hangar, just shaped like an airplane. So let me just remove some of these parts. As you can see, they're all over the place. So shoulders, etc. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting his shoulder pieces. There. So the little guy has these pieces over here. This one slips on like this, like so. Just gotta make sure they slide in there. There we go. There we go. There's one. Slides in there nicely. There we go. And then the other one slides on the other side. So you notice he's slowly taking form into his Earth 3 form. And takes some getting used to, but you know, it's not really that hard to put him in. So you put that one in. There we go. There we go. Put that. There we go. So we got those little chest areas in. You have these little clamps to put up top to keep them in place. So we've got this. Oh, this one goes on this side. I got that one putting wrong. There. You could take his head off if you like. If it would help you, you could. But I want to do mine without taking his head off. Yeah. So in the show, of course, he forms much faster in the show, or else while doing this, he'd get blown from the sky. There. So I put those ones in. This one is a little back jetpack over here. You could slide that one here. Pretty fairly easy. There's a square hole for this square part. Put the vernier through it, and you've got it in. That's all you gotta do. There he is. You raise these things up, but do it gently because we don't want to snap the peg inside. So we just gotta do it a little gently. Slowly work it up. There we go. Yeah, so my tip is don't bend it with the white thing because you might snap it. But there, I've done that. Put those in. Put that one in. This thing fell off, but you're almost done actually with it. Just have to do the arms. So let me just put back this piece that fell off. There. Go. Right, we're almost done. These little shoulder pads go here. You just slide them through there. Right over here. Just make sure none of them come apart. So this one slides over here. There we go. Now his little hands. So you gotta pop these out first. There we go. We put in his arm components, which are these. There. Whoop. There we go. So we put this one over here. We put the other one over here. We put back his hands, but before putting back his hands, by the way, you put the tops of his palm, which are located over here. Yeah, we're slowly stripping down that support unit, so it looks like a sort of a skeleton. You just snap them up top top of his palms like that. Yeah, do it for the left and the right. There we go. And once you've done that, you plug them in his hands. So plug that there, plug that there. Yeah, for his shield, you could sort of plug it in using this adapter here if you want to make him hold it up like that. Or, but what I want to do is I want to copy a little pose. This one can bend, by the way. I sort of want to copy a pose that he does in the show. So let's load that there. So he's holding his shield up. So in the show, I'm just going to show you something pretty cool. He likes to kind of merge his shield with his gun to do this fire like a super beam as opponents. So that can be accomplished by doing this. Slide that over there. Come over there. And you see this little segment here. Let me show it to you up top. That plugs into the gun over there. So if you could plug that in, that's him firing his kind of like a super beam at his opponents. And this part came off again, but I'm going to put it back in. Just gotta squeeze it in. His little front skirting. And just gotta get him into a good pose, and there you have it. You can sort of put him like that. We'll clean up this pose a little bit later, but there. You can combine it to form his super beam cannon. So in the show, that's like Earthree's super attack. When he combines his gun and his shield, he has this ginormous beam that he launches out. Pretty much reminds me of, if you watch Zoids, it reminds me of Raven's particle beam cannon, just wipes out everything. So this is Earthree. And Earthree looks good. Core Gundam looks cute and small and with his mobile armor. But when he's decked out here as Earthree, he also looks good. I like the shade of blue. And there he is. That's Earthree Gundam. He's not so hard to put together. You could probably do it faster than me, but this is him. And for me, he looks marvelous. So I watched the show before Build Divers Re-Rise. So this is Hiroto's suit. And I remember him using the Earthree is his most used armor, and I remember him just always getting on it and just firing his big cannon with it. So this is Earthree. So there you have it. So this guy is one of my I like this guy when I got him. I liked his shade of blue, and it's pretty fun to transform him from core to Earthree mode. So this is him on Earthree mode. So my thoughts on this is it's a nice toy. What I like about high grades is, even though they're small, they're not as detailed as other sizes, but they're pretty handy, so I can carry him around and kind of play with him, which I still kind of do, not very roughly, of course, but I like that. I actually got May, his teammate, so they look good together. So this is Earthree. You could actually get other armor and snap it onto him. Saturnix, I think, and the other one, the other one with the ring around him. I forgot, Nep 8, I think. Yeah, those armors are cool, and you can snap them onto Core Gundam. So yeah, my final thoughts on this is I like it, and I think it's a cool, interesting set. And I like the fact that you can make him small or you can make him fully armored. He looks good either way, if you ask me. And here he is. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Till next time. Oh yeah. Oh, and I almost forgot the crest. There. Sorry guys, I kind of forgot that part, but there it is, and now it's complete. That is Earthree Gundam in all of his glory. Anyways, thanks for watching. Until next time. Hiroto of Build Divers Re-Rise, and he's ready to dominate the game. There he is. Little core gunman on the Earthree supporting